Hi there, hello, it's me, I'm back! So, fun fact, you guys get to know the double meaning of hi there, hello, it's me, I'm back, because the original reason that I said this specific phrase is because I figured at some point I would probably just disappear for a chunk of time and just not post. I think I've been mostly good, but it probably won't be the first time that I just I try to use community posts, but sometimes I just don't. Okay, I just disappear. So hi there, hello, it's back. It's bleh, hi there, hello, it's me, and I'm back. Is basically me saying, no matter how long it's been since we last talked, I get to say I'm back because. And that's the lore. So new lore today. But everyone say thank you to Lavender Hazel Eyes on Tumblr and the 24 people who liked their Tumblr post for the reason that is the reason that I'm here. Say thank you. That's why I'm making this video. This is for you guys. So if we only get 24 views, that's great. That's okay with me. But my finale thoughts. Quick non-spoiler. What are you doing here? Why are you here? If you haven't seen it, why are you here? Anyways, awesome. More people survived than you might think. Chances are you will be depressed, but satisfied with how it ends. Now go on, get. Why are you here if you haven't seen it? Shame on you. Yeah. But before I get into my complete thoughts, something happened to me that I think you will find amusing. I started watching, this is what happened. I started watching Martin first, day of finale. And with like 5 minutes left in his episode, I kind of was like, yeah, I think I know how this is going. Abolish just posted, I'm switching POVs. But like, so I didn't know. I was like, yeah, this is gonna go great, and we'll just wrap up and leave. And, you know, if there was a picture taken moments before disaster meme, if I've ever seen it in my life, it was that moment. So I just thought I would let you know that that happened. And I was like, oh, dang, those last 5 minutes were important. Anyways, the first thing I kind of want to get out here is there wasn't really a winner, but like 2 people clearly won, and those 2 people are Abolish and Scott. And so let's dig into that a little bit, and then we'll go for an overview type sitch. First of all, Abolish is the only person to leave human. He's the only reason that the treaty was even considered on the vampire side. Like this is valid since, like, if they tried anything, bro would not have hesitated to murder everyone that he needed to make that happen. Like, they were like, they asked him first. They were like, they needed his approval was the most important for this plan to be able to occur. In my mind, Scott, I'm reading from notes, as per usual. More so, I actually wrote out my thoughts for this. I spent like an hour writing stuff. This might be chunked into 2 videos because it's very tonally separate, so probably. Yeah, the tone is very different between these 2. You must suffer as I did. Anyways, foreshadowing. But yeah, his approval was the most important for this plan to even be successful. In my mind, Scott would have just tried to finish off like town if Abolish was not there. There would have like there's like a and then I just want to top this off, like there's this meme that like Lagundo died so that Abolish wouldn't have to do paperwork. And on the surface, this is technically correct, but may I present to you a different conclusion. Legs died to save the vampires from Abolish. Because my man would have gone down swinging, and you best believe he would have taken a couple people with him, because fun fact, if you are a live stream enjoyer of Abolish, you would know that my guy nerfed himself. Through one of the fights in this episode, forgot that he had cobblestone in his hotbar and used that instead of silver on accident once or twice before fixing it. And then didn't use any of his book abilities. He was normal PvPing them, vanilla PvPing these vampires, and mostly winning. He didn't use Holy Word or Lantern Thrash or Shoulder Barge, like, at all. Anyways, so, like, he basically said, yeah, we probably would have had 2 or 3 more deaths if I didn't. Which is crazy. But our other winner, Scott. Scott, who has massacred several towns. Scott, who is not a very good person. Scott, who has turned most of town. Basically, Pinky promises Legs to be better. Like, Pinky promises to be, like, better, and Scott is just, like, pun intended, Scott gets off scot-free. Let me, like, he's being sincere, and he is, but he's getting off with a slap on the wrist. And I will not understate, he was way worse than Pyro! Like, I understand the people who are, you know, never going to recover, and, you know, here you go. But Pyro, like, has killed, if you count the people he turned, 3 people? How many people are usually in, you know, several towns? Food for thought. Anyways, but the difference between Pyro and Scott is that Scott has a higher charisma score than Pyro does, and he played the trap situation much smarter. But let me just lay it on thick for you. I did some math for this, so you know it's serious. I got out the numbers. Scott is directly responsible for 25% of the vampires. Because if there are 12 humans and 3 of them are Scott's kids, 25%. That's one fourth of town. And he's indirectly responsible for 4 more on top of that. 5 if you count Pearl. That is 8 out of 12, which is 2/3 of town is in Scott's line. I didn't do the math for Pyro, but, like, less than that. Anyways. Bro got off such a slap on the wrist. So easy. But generally speaking, I'll explain where this number comes from in a second. I would say 75% of people are very happy right now. Maybe, like, a little bit depressed, but, like, at least narratively satisfied. And then we're gonna walk it through. Let me just walk it through. We gotta write everyone's name one more time. Let's do it. Let's run it back. Reminiscing. Oh, I shouldn't be reminiscing. It hasn't even been that long since I've done this. Oh. Ugh. Anyways. But yes, I'm gonna write a bunch of names. But generally speaking, this number comes from the fact that while, you know, several POVs, like, perished and are no longer with us, that doesn't mean that they didn't have, like, a cool narrative thing going on, or at least a silver lining of some kind. I was gonna put, well, do we want to be thematically correct? I can just jump back and forth. Okay, so, I can add those later. Okay, so, as you can see, I clearly had a lot of notes for this because we are moving way faster than normal. Okay, so, because this is vampires, clearly red is the correct color for vibes and blue is sucky color. I guess maybe it would be orange for town, but should I use orange? Do I want to use orange? Maybe it'll look prettier. I guess for you, I'll use orange because I have it. So, as we spoke about, Scott is having a great time. Scott has won. Scott, he's lived, he's survived, he's getting his Freerin arc, he's loving life with the girls. W. Now, Owen is no longer with us, but he got to choose to die, which was chill. And while painful, he did get to see Lewis again. So I feel like there's a silver lining there where it's narratively satisfying of an end to his character. I really liked the therapy session with Abolish. I thought it was cool. So I think even if you're Owen's my guy, you may be sad, but at least you're like, narratively, that was fire. So yeah. And then there's Pyro. Pyro, I would also put into this camp. You killed my fledgling, so I'm gonna kill my sire from Shelby, essentially. So, the poetic. And, you know, Scott would be proud as the last thing you hear is crazy and fire. Like, it hurts, but it hits. Like, see what I'm saying there? It is painful, but, like, you know, it's Pyro. It's fire. Sorry, I couldn't resist. But, like, you may be, like, kinda sad, but, like, you're, like, narratively. Yeah. And then Shelby's having a great time. Shelby made AO3, published her book. She's just having a great time. Apo, the Yuri one. Need I say more? Actually, I want to. We've known as of like if you've been on Tumblr, as of like episode 3, because somebody made a piece of art that was like Apo knocking on Cherry's door, and Apo saying like, I'm not the girl that you fell in love with, but like, will you still like something something something. I think it was quoting like some sort of show, and in the thought bubble, Cherries says smash, and actual Cherry Fire was, I'm pretty sure, either hearted it or was like yes. So we've known it would be fine for a long time. Just saying. So Cleo, the Yuri one. It's a bit tragic. There's some tragedy there. It did suck, but the Yuri did win. Need I say more? Okay. Avid. Okay. This is not a full Sag because of a few things. But let me acknowledge, it didn't have to happen, but without it, I don't think the treaty could have happened, because if Avid hadn't died, the Coven wouldn't have had as much of an incentive to go after Pyro and Owen, which were kind of the people stopping the treaty from happening. Because yes, Scott is also included in there, but Scott knows a losing battle when he sees one, and he's ready to roll those charisma checks if he needs to, and he did. Anyways, so, but lucky for us, Avid's technically alive, so that's why it's like this. But yes. Sad. Drift. The Yuri one ? I've heard the longest slow burn ever ? Be thrown around a little bit. And then playing bingo with Scott. Good life, happy, chilling, finding herself, having a great time. Drift is winning. Drift enjoyers are enjoying. But so we have our first full orange. Oh my, if it isn't the consequences of my actions sausage this episode. I don't know how committed he was to trying to get cured. He kind of was on it for a little while, but seemed to, I don't know if he fully cared as much or just sort of wanted to sow dissent or be chaotic, or if he actually wanted it, or if he just wanted to be with the boys again. But he does end up stuck as a vampire, and all of his friends are dead. So, and he doesn't have an epilogue. So, ow for sausage enjoyers. The silver lining is he lived. Okay. Legs. Legs is no longer with us, but he did get to die for a cause. He got to be useful. He got to save people even in death. The trope of redemption equals death is very prevalent with Legs' character, because he feels like he can never make up for what he's done, which is depends on how your moral views are. I think he did a great job, but you know, to each their own. He's a great character though. Like, it was good. it was so, bro did not expect to make it out alive. He wanted his character to die. You could tell. There were death flags for days. There were a few characters that I was like, so you made your character a walking death flag is what I heard. And the two characters I would say for that are Legs and Avid. Yes, so he did die, but like, he was about as happy about dying as you can be, or at least like fine with it. Discuss, feel free. As previously mentioned, my goat is winning. He has won. He got his mission. He completed his mission. He made a nice grave for his parents. It made me cry. He didn't have to do any paperwork. He left human. All around, great time. We're gonna jump to Pearl because pain. The Yuri did win. It's a little tragic, but like, Pearl's character was like one of the most like morally good, like just in general, like actual hard morals good. Let me know if you think anyone is morally more good than Pearl was, because I don't know if anyone beats her. Food for thought. Curious for thoughts on that. Welcome to suffering. Okay, so that's not the right color. Oh dear. So I know where this came from, but like, this is the worst one in my eyes. Like, bro, there is not a silver lining here. I apologize. People who like Martin a lot. It just sucks. If you haven't picked up, these are tissues, by the way. I'm so sorry. I am sorry for your loss. It just sucked. It wasn't even like super thematically like good. It kinda was, but I'm sorry. It just hurts. Just Band-Aid over your heart. Oh, I'm so glad I was not emotionally attached to Martin's character. I would be in shambles. But then there's Ren. Ren, I kind of want to not color in partially. It's sort of like a half C. I would also kind of give Avid like a full Z as like a maybe, sort of. It's sort of like close enough for me, because there's a few things here. Let me make an argument. Ren, the vampire racist, it's always weird when I say that, died as the only pure soul, in his eyes at least, having never touched the darkness or like any vampire blood or bites. It's still like a mega tragic, but it is thematic for his character, because he was like the most like stay away from me hiss kind of situation. Yeah, that's my silver lining. Oh, silver. Yeah, yes, fun times. Yeah. So, my number that I got, the 75%, is because I basically just counted this mess as 3.5 out of 14 POVs, which ends up at a nice 25% of you are really sad and the finale hurt you. But I would say on the whole, like 75% of people are like overall like, yep, woo, it was good. I liked that. Solid. I cried a little bit, but it was good and thematically satisfying. There was more cheering from me. I did cry. I think my cry counters are like 5, 6. It's pretty big. Okay. I'm actually gonna chunk the videos because the tone is completely different. So I'll get my little spiel, because I don't think I'm gonna do an outro for the other one because it feels better to just cut it because of what I've written. I think I'm mostly gonna read from what I've written down. But yeah. So, me, what am I doing? Who am I? I exist. I have this YouTube channel. I don't know how many of you will stick around. I hope you stick around. That would be cool. Generally speaking, I've got Redshire, which will be January is what we're looking at, probably. We still haven't gotten the mod yet. I think it's coming out sometime in December, and we're gonna have to do some technical stuff, so we'll see what the sitch is there. Really excited for that. For the OGs and the people who've dug through my back catalog know that I fully intend to write a book at some point, and really like writing stuff, so might post a video about like a writing idea thing, maybe, not entirely certain. Would you guys be interested in like a retrospective character analysis for any of the people? I think I will do a Shelby one, just because I promised to make a Shelby video, and haven't done that yet. Technically I have, but not really. I think I will do a Shelby one, just because I haven't done a Shelby video. Yeah, I might do like a retrospective character thing on a couple. We'll see. If that's something you're interested in, oh, what's a good emoji? Do the anatomical heart, the one we use in the Tumblr. You put an anatomical heart somewhere in your comment if you would be interested in like a character retrospective or like something else, Vampires SMP, despite the fact that it's rip over. I am not participating in the PvP event. I'm not good at PvP. Not my jam. I will be watching the stream though. I think I might stream a little bit. Pretty sure it won't be that hard to find my handle. It's literally this. You're not gonna have too hard. Oh, I should make it bigger. You could probably read it, but sometimes people are kind of blind, and that's okay. I don't need these, by the way. I think I've mentioned that before. They're for screens. Trying to get all my like yaps out of the way so that I can be like, sorry, the next video is gonna hurt you. No, it's gonna be good, but I have tear stains on my notes. How about that? Joke's on you, these were for me! Anyways, trying to get out of all my crazy so that I can dig into the part of me that wrote this, because it was kind of a therapy session a little bit. This is sort of like a journal entry that I'm sharing because you guys are a part of the journal, kind of. This is for the other video. I need to stay. This is correct. Come out in like 2 minutes. Okay. all of my feelingsy things are in the second video, okay? Let me be emotional later. Okay. If you like it, if you like what I'm doing here and you think I'm cool, you should stick around. And if you're not interested, then I cast a spell on you. Goodbye. Away. So, hope you enjoyed. I expect this video to get 24 views. Thank you. If I get more, that's fine. It's still crazy to me that there's more than 1,000 of you. That's frankly insane. Ooh, do I want to do that? No, we'll leave it. I mentioned this is my Twitch. I might stream. I'm thinking about it. I am on the Redshire vibes, like Minecraft thing. I'm probably gonna mess about with different times. I will try my best to upload VODs, but I can't make promises because sometimes I don't know how stuff works and it dies. And so if it's gonna be an affront to your ears or your eyes, I'm not gonna post it. Love you, bestie, but I'm not gonna make you suffer. Yeah, I think that's most of my like yap / announcement-y things. If I'm gonna stream, it'll probably be Minecraft because that's what you guys like, or Genshin. I have a horde of wishes saved in Genshin. I have guaranteed for Durin and Columbina at this moment as an F2P. I am a crazy person. Yeah, I have exactly 270 wishes because I'm on a guarantee, so that's fun. Yeah, so Durin comes out like tomorrow. I might stream that, but it wouldn't be very interesting because I have guaranteed. It's not even the coin flip. I just win. We'll see. If I'm feeling like it, maybe I'll do it. You can ask me some questions. Because I love to yap. That's the reason I'm interested in like trying streaming a little bit, is because it would give you guys like, look, it's you, the person I know. I can talk to you and you can respond to me in real time instead of several hours or days apart. If you like really are like desperately burning with a question, your best bet is to like send me one of those little thingies on Tumblr. Yeah. Peace and love. I'm gonna go film the video where I cry. Yeah. But I love how I say when I cry, and I haven't done it yet, and I already know what's gonna happen. Okay, do I have an outro? I usually just say how long until there's more. Bye. Do I need to come up with an outro? I'll go rewatch one of my other videos and see if I have something akin to an outro. I'm so out of touch, or out of practice. Oh my gosh. Okay, gonna go cry now. Have fun!